1 2 1 2. King of the Pit TV returning to the Weakerthans. So if you're a fan of this act, you got to thank Marcus, not me, because it was recommended on the Patreon by my good friend Marcus, who puts us through to some very good bands. Speaking of the Weakerthans, the last album we listened to by this act, it garners a couple of comments from people who happen to come across the videos, so there is a good fan base out there for this act. I was completely unaware of this act prior to the initial listen through. But this one's called Reconstruction, so I don't have too much to say as far as an introduction is concerned. We're just going to jump in, yeah? The first one's a relatively brief one. It's entitled Manifest. We've got a long, well, long is, you know, subjective really, but it seems like we've got plenty of material to say the least on this record. We've got 1, 2, 3 music videos as well. Epitaph Records, believe it or not. Surprising to me. This one's Manifest. Let's go. Very poetic act, if I remember correct.
I want to call requests through heating vents and hear them answered with a whisper no. To crack the code of muscle slack and tense, let every second step in boots on snow. Complete your name with accents I can't place, that stumble where the syllables combine. Take depositions from a stranger's face, paint every insignificance a sign. So tell me nothing matters less or more. Say whatever we think actions are. We'll never know what anything was for.
What's that percussive instrument? Ding, ding. What's that percussive instrument? Let's listen.
We'll never know what anything was for. If near is
what the hell is that?
Just as far away as far. And I'm permitted one act I can say. I choose to sit here next to you and wave.
Brilliant. Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Maybe I'm aligning it with the colour scheme of the artwork, but I get a very autumnal feel from the listening of this act. Let's have a look at the comments quick. One of the best albums of all time, says the Julian Experience. Sweet. This is a band you want to listen to high as well, you know what I mean? Smoke a little bud first. The Reasons is track number 2. Yeah, let's keep on going. Let's crack this record open. Yes, now, bless now, people. Let's not get too excited. We're on Reconstruction site by the Weakerthans. This one comes with a video. I'm going to make myself a little smaller. This is one of the more surprising bands I have come across on the label Epitaph. I always associate Epitaph with metal. Of course, there's going to be some degree of variation within the alternate realm, but a band like this is quite surprising to me. I wonder how they got on. But this one's entitled The Reasons. It's track number 2 of 14 on this album. Let's go. Hope everybody's blessed. Enjoy your night, enjoy your day, you know? Enjoy the music.
Destination Earth. I just had to get a closer look at one of those Earthmobiles. What's all the racket?
Don't know how to sing. I can barely play this thing, but you never seem to mind. And you tell me to fuck off when I need somebody to. How you make me laugh so hard. How whole years refuse to stay where we told them to back dog. Locked up whining in a word or a misplaced souvenir. How the past chews on your
I'm getting lost in the choreography here.
shoes, and these memories lick my
Yeah, they're low-key jamming out here. They're low-key grooving on that riff.
Precious time, marching in the picket line.
It sounds a bit like the Killers.
That surround those striking hearts, and the time is never now. And we know who we should love, but we're never certain how. I know.
I like the aesthetic of the video recording, you know.
Your eyes are this,
This guy, detective.
but I'm so glad that you exist. I know you.
What a great set they've got for this video, eh? Come on! Yo, you know, if I got sentenced by a judge that looked like this, I'd be so pissed off.
But I'm so glad that you exist.
Especially if she got up and started dancing like this.
You might roll your eyes at this, but I'm so glad that you exist.
Right, I got a compliment and I've got a comment. 360,000 views is a lot of views, right? Most artists would be so happy with that. Watching that video and listening to that song and listening to the song on the video, this was uploaded 18 years ago. This deserves more than 360 views. That was a great work of art. I'm so surprised the limitations being set here. That's worth 1 million views. This is potentially an underrated band. I want you to comment and tell me whether you think this band is underrated or not. We've got the title track coming up next, Reconstruction Site. Yes, now bless, now King of the Pit TV. Bada bing, Reconstruction Site is the album. We're listening to the Weakerthans once again. This title listen through goes out to my man Marcus. Thank you, Marcus, for hanging in and continuing with the recommendations. More than happy to listen to anything you have to put forward. Always quality stuff. This is track 3. Another sub 3 minute number. I think we've got plenty of these on the record, which I'm a fan of. I am a fan of. This is the title track, Reconstruction Site. Track 3 of 14. Let's go.
Well, I'm lost, I'm afraid. Rope tying down a leaky boat to the roof of a car on a road in the dark and it's snowing.
Lovely guitar.
More than it means less. Last call for happiness.
Ooh, that left
You're
hand
dressed near
guitar.
the back of your knees and your slip is showing.
Nice jangle.
I'm afloat in a summer parade.
That's got to be a Telecaster or
Off the
something, right?
street in the town that you were born in.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With the girl at the top wearing tulle and a miss somewhere sash, waving like the queen. But beauty's just another word I'm never certain how to spell. Go tell the nurse to turn the TV back on and throw away my misery. It never meant that
Much to me.
It never sent a get well card.
1, 2, 3, and what chord? Doom, 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 doom. A little bit Sweet Home Alabama-esque.
And I broke like a bad joke. somebody's uncle told at a wedding reception in 1972.
72.
Where a little boy under a table with cake in his hair stared at the grown-up feet as they danced and swayed. And his father laughed and talked on the long ride home.
Long ride
And his
home.
mother laughed and talked on the long ride home.
Long ride
And he thought
home.
about how everyone dies someday.
Come on.
And when tomorrow gets here, where will yesterday be?
Wow.
And fell asleep in his brand new winter coat. Find me a shiny new machine that runs on lies and gasoline, and all those batteries we stole from smoke alarms, and disassembles my despair. Never took me anywhere. It never once bought me a drink.
Oh, I thought we were going somewhere. We might blend it into the next one. Yo, I thought that advertisement, that Asda advertisement, was like an instrumental bridge. Introduced the old brass there. Beautiful flow. I didn't want that song to end. That was Reconstruction site. Lovely vocal line, even better guitar line. That lead guitar was very tasteful. The tones were brilliant. They've got a way of introducing like a expansion to the sound of an additional guitar or a overdrive of the guitar, but it just adds a coat. It doesn't blow your head off and create this blockiness. Just adds a nice sheen to what you're listening to. Absolutely fantastic. Let's keep going. We've got Sam for the Elks Lodge Last Call coming up next, yeah? Yes, now bless now people. Let's continue onwards with Reconstruction site, the album by the Weakerthans. This one comes with another video. It's track number 4 of 14. It's entitled Psalm for the Elks Lodge Last Call. Let me make myself a bit smaller so you can enjoy the viewing experience. Let's jump in. Last video was really well put together.
Let the waitress put the chairs up. Let the glasses that she broke form a picture of our leader with a halo made of smoke. Let the golden oldies station crackle and come through with a final benediction we'll hum along to.
So the old dudes are the representatives of the band. They are the band in a later
Before we
time.
say goodnight, let our talk about the ball games and the weather show we care. Like a sound we didn't notice until it stopped.
Great
and
guitars.
left us there with the traffic and our heartbeats beating.
You can hear the delicacy of the playing upon those strings, which is really, really good.
Straight
Beautiful dynamic.
time.
Great jangle from the guitar amp.
Let our hatred and affection
I would argue that it's all fingerstyle as well, so even the strums, like a brush, with just a little bit more of a touch.
march in the same line before we say goodnight. Protect our secret
Sorry, people.
handshake once more.
Secret handshakes and stuff. I thought this initially when we were watching it, but I thought it might have been a cultural thing more than anything. We've got reference to the lodge, and they're all wearing these hats and whatnot, and we're talking about secret handshakes. Maybe we're still talking about friendship and whatnot, but the uniform and the hat is somewhat representative of a secret society, don't you think?
With feeling. Let the toast to absent members push through the ceiling before we say goodnight. say goodnight.
Very good, very good. Isn't it incredible, the visuals we've got? The quality of the music is really good, and I'm so surprised that this band hasn't been championed by like the new generation of emo enjoying people, you know? 141,000 views this garnered over 18 years. I'm so blown away by the, you know, when people got hundreds of thousands of views, you think, oh, that's great, but it doesn't align with the quality of the visual and the music we're hearing, you know? This band could have a could definitely be revitalized in this day and age with the right, you know, virality on social media, you know, putting particular tunes in the backing or something. This band could probably come back alive. I don't know if they're still performing, actually. Is there any upcoming events? No upcoming events. I don't know if they're still about, but it's just a sound that aligns so well with a particular market of people I believe are still very much out there. And I'm surprised. We've got Plea from a Cat Named Virtute coming up next. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. King of the Pit TV, Reconstruction, site track 5 of 14 by the Weakerthans is entitled Plea from a Cat Named Virtute. Has me question as to whether it was a spelling mistake and it was virtue. Who knows? But with that being said, this time listen through goes out to my friend Marcus, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's jump in. This is a long one for the record.
Why don't you ever want to play? I'm tired of this piece of string. You sleep as much as I do now, and you don't eat much of anything. I don't know who you're talking to. I made a search through every room, but all I found was dust that moved in shadows of the afternoon. And listen, about those bitter songs you sing, they're not helping anything. They won't make you strong. So we should open up the house, invite the tabby 2 doors down. You could ask your sister if she doesn't bring her basset hound. Ask the things you shouldn't miss. Tape hiss in the modern man, the Cold War and card catalogs, to come and join us if they can. For girly drinks and parlor games, we'll pass around the easy lie.
Love the sound of that hot guitar on the right hand side that comes in every once in a while to add a little bit of depth to the soundscape. It sounds really good. Great tone.
And later maybe you could try to let your losses dangle off the sharp edge of a century. Talk about the weather or how the weather used to be. And I'll cater with all the birds that I can kill. Let their tiny feathers fill disappointment. Lie down and lick the sorrow from your skin. Scratch the terror and begin to believe you're strong. All you ever want to do is drink and watch TV. Frankly, that thing doesn't really interest me. I swear I'm gonna bite you hard and taste your tinny blood. If you don't stop the self-defeating lies you've been repeating since the day you brought me home, I know you're strong.
There's 3 songs about Virtute, actually. I think this is a severely, severely underrated band. What a number. Great lyrical content, great imagery, and in my personal opinion, phenomenal instrumental. So I'm not the biggest guy on just sort of like a poetic frontman doing poetic things. When I was younger, I didn't mind a couple of acts who took that approach, but now not necessarily so much. So when I pay attention to the instrumental, I love the guitar tones. I love the build. I love how the band pulls off the generally free-form vocal approach, lyrical approach, and still constructs great cohesive songs with it, you know, without abiding by the strictest formula structurally. Really good. Really, really, really good. Really, really good. We've got Our Retired Explorer coming up next. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. King of the Pit TV, Reconstruction. That is the album we're listening to tonight by the Weakerthans. Track 6 of 14 is where we're at, people. This one's entitled Our Retired Explorer. It was only updated or uploaded 2 years back, so they might have put a fresh visual on here or done a special edition video for this. And at first glance, seems like some sort of, I don't know, I'm not even going to make a comment on who it is. I don't care. But this is the Weakerthans. Let's go. Yes, now, bless now. I don't know if I was just recording or not, so you're going to get 2 introductions from me, if by any chance I was. But to put a long story short, we're doing Reconstruction site by the Weakerthans. Track 6 of 14 is entitled Our Retired Explorer. It has another video, one that's relatively new, 2 years back. It seemed they've just put a visual to the music as some sort of promotional effort, I believe. So let's jump in. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Where are we? The Antarctic.
Well, Hubert, this is to be your home for the next 6 months. Are you sure you'll be all right? It's of vital importance to my research. Top goal. See you in 6 months then.
Just one more drink and then I should be on my way home. I'm not entirely sure.
Is this from a film?
What you're talking about. I've had a really nice time.
I'd love to chill out down there.
But my dogs need to be fed. I must say that in the right light, you look like Shackleton. Come on, Tally. Who says why's your sweet come see? Yes, a penguin taught me French back in Antarctica. Oh, I could show you the way. Shadows colonize snow. Ice breaking up on the bay. Off the Lassiter coast. Light failing over the pole. As every longitude leads up to your frostbitten feet. Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you for the flowers and the book by Derrida. But I must be getting back to dear Antarctica. Say, do you have a ship and a dozen able men? maybe you could lend me. Oh, Antarctica. Oh, Antarctica. Oh, Antarctica.
What's going on? Is it Our Retired Explorer Dines with Michael Foucault in Paris 96? Is that the title of the track, and is this like an official music video? Because this should be the band, right? But it looks like, judging by the brackets, that I thought Michael Foucault in Paris was like the name of a film from 1961. But what am I seeing right here? Because the videos have been really good so far. And I seen a dude with dyed blonde hair who was the front man in the last one, I think. Yeah, I think this is an original music video. If so, what a cool environment to do a flipping video from. So apparently, I think someone mentioned this to me actually. A member of Propaganda's in the band. Which is a good band name. Who the hell is she? I have no idea what I had just seen. I don't know what I've just experienced. The tune was good though. I mean, how many songwriters write about Antarctica? Not many. I can't think of one. I can't think of one. So that's a very unique topic of discussion for the song. Good tune, little toe tapper. Little bit of a dance floor number. Wasn't a bad number at all. We got Time's Arrow coming up next, track number 7, yes? Yes, now, blessed all people, it's flipping cold! It's cold. Reconstruction Site is the album we're listening to, track 7 of 40. If you hear a little bubbling, I've got the kettle on. Let's not get emotional. Of course I've got the kettle on. This is track 7 of 14 entitled Time's Arrow. This title listen through goes out to the MJ. Not Michael Jackson, but Marcus J, the legend. Let's jump in.
So you watch the sunrise sinking, and she's talking in her sleep. Dream of how alone she was tomorrow when you keep all those promises to someone.
Listen to them twinkles.
You will find at your parents' house in 1989. Terrorized by the ruling party counters and commas. Small request. Could we please turn around and around and around? Turn around. Then you whisper your arrival, walking backwards to the door. Wonder briefly what it is you're hesitating for. All the streets lie down deserted in the darkest part of night to lead you through.
A great display of utilising two guitars. Quite chordy, one on the broken chords, one on the full chords, pizzicato, without it sounding too busy, you know. There is a degree of contrast here. They're not completely going with the flow together.
Through the evening to the light.
But the accents are in the right places, you know.
Hold along in the tender grip of watches and ellipses. Small request. Could we please turn around and around and around?
Let's go. Bassline joining in there on that route. Bassline on the melody. And a beautiful cadence to finish off. Little shimmer there on the crash cymbal. Great number. I got lost within the twinkles of that dual guitar attack. Beautiful. Turn around, turn around. Lovely vocal hook. Great song. I'm happy with that. Hospital Vespers, track 8, coming up next. King of the Pit TV, Reconstruction site by the Weakerthans is what we're listening to. The entire album, of course. Track 8 of 14 is entitled Hospital Vespers. Yeah, it's a very brief one at 1 minute 40. Let's see what we have in store. It's track number 8. Might be an interlude, perhaps, with such brevity, you know? Only one way to find out.
Doctors played your dosage like a card trick. Scrabbled down the hallways yelling Yahtzee. I brought books on Hopper in the Arctic. Something called the politics of lonely. A toothbrush and a quick pick with the plus. You tried not to roll your sunken eyes and said, hey, can you help me? I can't reach it. Pointed at the camera in the ceiling. I climbed up, blocked it so they couldn't see. Turned to find you out of bed and kneeling. Before the nurses came, took you away. I stood there on a chair and watched you pray.
Little poetic piece. It's a borderline interlude. We're going to take it into uncorrected proofs.
The mirrors and the unacknowledged nods, dial tones and license plates, the words you didn't choose. Everything the day's too small to hold spills onto the dusk and shorts the evening's fuse. So you fumble for a voice and sing happy birthday. Read it to yourself again. The story's always end the same. Can't stay and she won't run. And fear is where they're calling from. Staunch the blood from countless tiny cuts. We're all out of bandages. The heaters rattle taunt. Sifting through translucent shards of glass, looking for the filament. The lip, the life you want. So you stumble for the phone, grasp the cord and pull. Will your readership complain? Stories always end the same. She can't stay, he won't run. And fear is where they're called.
The lead guitar was very good at the end. That was a nice added touch. Big bold sound for the Weakerthans. Normally we sort of reel back a little bit on the dynamic, but quite a loud, audacious number. Even a bit of a vocal melody in there, because sometimes we just stick with the spoken wordy essence of the act, but we had a little bit of a melody there, arguably a chorus of some sorts. Powerful drumming, a little bit of distortion there on the guitars. Yeah, not a bad number, not a bad number. It was a great switch up from Hospital Vespers, the one we had prior, which sort of was utilised as a build-up to the boldness of that one. We've got a new name for everything coming up next, track 10. See you there. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. We're listening to the Weakerthans. Reconstruction site. Track 10 of 14 is entitled A New Name for Everything. Let's jump in. Come on now.
When the bus shelter windows and napkin dispensers surprise with distorted reflections, it's never the someone you're hoping to recognize. And the rent is too high, living here between reasons to live, where you can't sleep alone and your memories groan and the borders of night start to give. When you can't save cash or conviction, you're broken, you're breaking a tired shoelace or a wave. So long past due, a new name for everything. When the one-ways collude with the map that you folded wrong, and the route you abandoned is always the path that you probably should be upon. When the bottle cap ashtrays and intimates ears are all full with results of your breath, and the threads of your fear are unfurled with the tiniest pull. One more time try. Stand with
One more time trial. So we had a number. We had a time. We had Time Zaro on the record. I thought there was a tune called Time Trial on the
your
record.
hands in your pockets and stare at the smudge on a newspaper sky and ask it to rain a new name for everything. Fire every phrase. They don't want to work for us anymore. Dot and dash our days. Make your face the flag of a semaphore.
Are we hearing a slide guitar, or is it one of them like tabletop thingamajiggies? Do you know them? I never played on one of them. Don't know how to use them.
Oh, you won't
Gives it a
show.
more country-esque approach, you know?
Boxes you brought here and never unpacked, they're still patiently waiting to go. So put on those clothes you never grew
That's a
into
slide.
and smile like you mean it for once. If you come back, bring a new name for everything. A new name for everything.
I think that was the first time I've heard the word unfurled in a song. What a great word. I need to incorporate that into my vocabulary, for something to unfurl itself, yeah? That was a new name for everything. Obviously, the main component of that was the addition of this interesting sounding left-panned guitar there, giving it this country twang sort of feel. Not a bad number. Not the best song on the record, but there's some great lines in there, some great words in there. Imagine that. So one of my friends the other day used the term profusely, and it was outside of the normal pattern of vocabulary they used. And I thought, profusely, that's a fair word to utilise. One Great City coming up next, yeah? Yes, now bless now, people. King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to Reconstruction site by the Weakerthans. Track 11 of 14 is entitled One Great City. We built this city on...
Late afternoon, another day is nearly done. A darker gray is breaking through a lighter one. 1,000 sharpened elbows in the underground.
Bruh, 2011 was 14 years ago.
That hollow, hurried sound of feet on polished floor. And in the dollar store, the clerk is closing up and counting loonies, trying not to say, I hate Winnipeg. The driver checks the mirror 7 minutes late.
One for Winnipeg fans over here, or Winnipeg residents, you know. Canada. Is it a nice place to be, though?
Crowded riders, restlessness enunciates.
2003.
Guess who sucked? The Jets were lousy anyway. The same route every day. And in the turning lane, someone stalled again. He's talking to himself, and here's the price of gas, repeat his phrase.
Here we go.
I hate Winnipeg. Up above us all, leaning into sky, a golden business boy will watch the north end die and sing I love this town. Then let his arcing wrecking ball proclaim, I hate Winnipeg.
I mean, this opinion of mine that I'm going to speak on was raised a lot down to the instrumental value, but that was a little more singer-songwriter than what we've had prior, you know? A little bit of poeticism prior, but the dynamic and the tension and release on the hook line and the development was a little more singer-songwriter, a little bit more so what you would hear at an open mic, you know, in a nice folk club, perhaps, with someone who comes with a nice guitar. He's got to have a nice guitar to play a number like this, all right? Very professional. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Nice performance on the guitar there. I do wonder if the frontman has composed it with the instrument, because it would make sense to me. It would make sense to me. Benediction is track number 12 coming up next. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. King of the Pit TV, listening to the Weakerthans with their album Reconstruction site. Track 12 of 14 is entitled Benediction, which is also... what does benediction mean? It's also the title of a band. Quite, as far as I'm concerned, a good metal band. I've never listened to them, but they seem to have a following. What does benediction mean? Is it in relation to religion by any chance? Let's jump in.
Get to be a saint. Martyrs never last this long. Guess I'll never be the one.
Never be the one
to defeat desire in song.
Yeah,
Here's a
yeah.
marker. Here's my naked skin.
Hey, yeah.
Put a small X where I lost my way. All the actors broke their legs, and it's too late to postpone. The producer's getting high, and the audience went home. Smile and take your awkward bow. Turn and stumble off the stage. Let the rain be your applause. Every encore soothe your rage. Squint with one eye. Hum a show tune. Wait for your right to say, oh, that's where you must have lost your way.
They've done a tune called Virtue the Cat Explains Her Departure. Are they using that slide guitar again? That was so. I think so. In the related, I got a tune called Wagon Wheel by Against Me. There's only one wagon wheel, it must be a cover. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. If you've ever been to an open mic night, even in England, that's a go-to song.
Megaphones in.
It's a great number.
Helicopters squeal. Hey, are you okay? The searchlight circle where we lost our way. All our accidents went purposeful and fell. Stripped of providence or any way to tell that our intentions were intangible and sweet. Sick with simple math and shy discoveries piled up against our impending defeat.
Lovely to hear a nice female vocal on the mix. You know what? A band like this definitely garners a great resource in having a female vocal in the mix. A higher register, you know, feminine toned voice would really align with this sound a lot, you know, especially as like a higher register backing vocal harmony in the background, in the light background. That'd sound really good. That was Benediction. Nice little number, nice lead guitars. Cool, calm, comfortable. Let's keep moving. The Prescience of Dawn is track number 13. Yes, now bless now, people. King of the Pit TV, the Weakerthans, Reconstruction site. That's the album. The Prescience, would you call it? Of Dawn is the title of this one. This title list goes out to my good friend Marcus, who recommended this on Patreon. Polishing off this record now. Track 13. Let's go. Fuzz Factory.
The sirens woke me up again. I know they're coming for me someday, just a matter of when. Count to 25 and yawn. Touch the clock and turn my back against the dawn and hope for that one dream of hardware stores with checkered floors and buckets full of nails. We're floating effortless over the apartmented boat, rowing past the office windows. Mother, mother, may I cry? Father, will you teach me how to die the right way someday? I don't want a second chance to turn my stuttering reluctance into romance with these documents and kindergarten anthems with my drunken liturgies.
This guy says melodies, guitar solos, and song structure. That reminds me of the Blue album and all the bit. What? It's nothing like the Blue album.
Tune the FM in.
There's always some random Weezer head referencing the Blue album.
It's
nothing like the Blue album.
It's the sea.
The Blue album is a great record. This is a lot more mature. Is it as catchy? No. So the Blue album's got that, right? As far as the pop value is concerned. And I say that because I was complimenting this in relation, saying this is more mature. The writing in the Blue album's mature in its own way, but this is a little more artistic, you know, as opposed to writing it via formula.
Forwards, fumble for the microphone.
Given they were referencing Weezer when they spoke of the Blue album. We'll listen to Past You after this, okay? We'll go straight into the last tune. Ding, ding, ding.
You should have known.
Should have known. Few nice outros on this record. They know how to keep it moving for a moment and allow it to naturally resolve. You know, not necessarily a jam band, but they can operate instrumentally very well, very well. Let's just finish this off with the last tune. It might just be an outro of such. Past You. Cheeky little outro to finish off.
February always finds you folding. Local papers open to the faces. Passed away to wonder what they're holding. In those hands were never shown the places. Formal photographs refuse to mention his tiny feet, that birthmark on her knee. The tyranny of framing our attention with all the eyes their eyes no longer see. And darkness comes too early, you won't find the many things you owe these latest dead. A borrowed book, that check you didn't sign. The tools to be believed with, be beloved. Give what you can to keep to comfort this plain fear you can't extinguish or dismiss.
No better place to introduce a little bit of synth. Done so very stylishly as well. Not overblown. Lovely, lovely. A great artistic endeavour. That's a bit crazy though. That's sort of frazzling my head a little bit. Yeah, I'm overstimulated with that. Let's do one last video then. I'll give you my final overview of this record as a whole and I'll rate it out of 10 for you. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now, people. Finishing off, we just listened to Reconstruction site by the Weakerthans, yes. 14 tracks. It was recommended on the Patreon by my good friend Marcus. Okay, thank you very much for the recommendation, Marcus. We've listened to the Weakerthans prior to this, a different one of their records. I assume it was one prior to this. I didn't really clock onto the release dates. This was put out in 2003, though. So we have a substantial amount of material. There was a great degree of content on this particular product. So first and foremost, 14 tunes is nothing to scoff at, right? And then we're generally around the, I would argue about the 3 minutes 10, 3 minutes 20 mark across the board if we were to medium out, you know, the numerics of the song lengths. So this was as good as the initial record we listened to. I associate this band with poetic value, okay? And poetic value in a sense where we come across some good lyricists, we come across some good songwriters on this channel, but this band really strikes you with the lyrical value. It really is a vital component of the act, and I couldn't imagine any other way. The guitar work was really good. The guitar tones in particular were great. Fantastic coherency provided by the production value and the sound engineering of said guitars and instrumentation, and I really enjoyed this listen. Now, I do have a quick criticism, that being, it is a bit long. Me personally, because you have to think, you can say you can't have enough good music, that's right, but with the depth of the lyrical content and with the you know, degree of thought and artistry that is produced in each of these numbers, by the time you get to track 12, 13, 14, even though 14 arguably was an outro, I was a little bit tired at that point. You know, it felt like I had heard everything before, and I was making comments on the only difference being maybe they introduced the brief slide guitar, but other than that, it was what it was. Then again, I'm speaking from a perspective of being someone who is listening to a very lyrically driven band, but me personally, I'm not a lyrical dude. I'm not a lyrical dude. So it's more or less one of my least prioritized elements. Getting a ring, one moment. No, it stopped. So I don't prioritize lyrical content, and this is a band that gives you the lyrical and says this is the lyrical act. So I sort of meet, you know, at an awkward position in the spectrum of that particular, you know, economic per se. I thought it was good. Lead guitars were good, guitar tones were good, drumming was good, bassist was alright. I didn't necessarily pay too much attention to the bass guitar, in all honesty. You know, when it comes to music as a general, if the bass guitar doesn't pop out, whether it be via the production, if not via, you know, a particular artistic value, a performance value of the bass, I'm never really going to focus upon it. 3 music videos, they were all phenomenal. The music videos were superb, and I would argue, you know, when I first got into listening to this record, I was saying over and over again, time and time again, underrated, underrated, underrated. The view count is crazy low compared to what the quality of this act is, and I understand this was 2003, but you would still think... in this day and age, in 2025, there's a new generation of people who would adore this sound, who would adore this music. There's a great emotive value. There's an emo-esque value. There's an indie coming-of-age value that, don't get me wrong, would appeal to the older generations too, but this has got the feels, you know, and it's indie in a niche sort of way, you know. It's a cool band to be into. That's what I believe. If I was to rate this record, I'd go as far as saying I rated the same as the last one. I don't think they've lost any value. The last record was really good. This was really good. I'm not going to put one over the other. I think altogether they come together and they just create good music across the board. I'm signing out on that one. See you on the flip side, people. Peace.